Hello, everybody. We're just getting ready to get started. We're just going to give it one more minute as people join here in the last second, and then we will get started. Michelle, are you live?
I am. Good afternoon.
Oh, there we go. Good. Just a little test to make sure. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. People may be joining here as we just get through our welcome. But again, hello, everyone. My name is Mary Coons. I'm the WIN Membership Committee Chair. I want to welcome you today to our WIN Conference Preview webinar. We're glad to have you with us, and our intention today is really to give you a quick overview of WIN and then a very detailed look at the WIN Conference that's upcoming in 2 short weeks. Just a few logistic reminders. Everyone is in listen-only mode, so we can't hear you. Only Michelle and I will be able to talk. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type those in the chat window on the left side of the screen, and we'll address those. Hopefully, as we go, we'll answer those. But if we don't, we'll address anything else at the end of the presentation. So now I'd like to introduce our presenter, Michelle Sullivan. Michelle currently serves on the WIN board and several WIN committees, including the membership committee as a co-chair, and she was recently named the 2016 MIW honoree. So congratulations, Michelle, and I'll turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you so much, Mary. Wanted to welcome everybody. We're pleased that you're going to be spending the next 30 minutes with us. So we wanted to share some high-level info on the Women's Industry Network, and then we're really going to dig a little bit deeper and go into the detailed agenda for the conference. And really, our goal is for you to walk away with different things that you can do prior to attending conference, what you can do during conference, and what you can do after conference to make it a great experience. So we want to start with the WIN mission. So WIN's mission is to engage women in the collision repair industry. And all segments of the collision repair industry are part of WIN. So WIN is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to encouraging, developing, and cultivating opportunities to attract women to the collision repair industry while recognizing excellence, promoting leadership, and fostering a network among women who are shaping the industry. So our agenda for the next 30 minutes, we'll talk about why and how we engage women. We'll share with you how you can get involved. We'll go through our 2016 educational conference preview, and then as Mary said, we'll open it up for questions. So why WIN? So WIN was started with a small group of female pioneers that made significant contributions to the collision repair industry. They recognized that there was a critical need for an organization such as WIN to support this group and attract even more women. So WIN began in 2006 with a mission to engage women and support all segments of the collision repair industry. We are very proud to say that today that group is close to 500 members and growing. So that membership is made up of both women and men from the collision repair business, suppliers, technology providers, insurance companies, manufacturing, and education. Now I want to pause and share with you the journey and the evolution of WIN, because you'll notice that the theme of our conference this year is Power of the Past and Force of the Future. And we are really proud of our 10-year anniversary. So in 2006, you see when WIN began, well, there was an industry vendor that held a conference for all women. And those women consisted of 32 people from all segments. And at the close of that conference, these women were tasked with continuing the tradition. So a few months later from that conference, WIN was formed. And at the end of 2006, we achieved our nonprofit status. So the very first WIN conference was held in 2007 in Arizona. And the reason that we share this is some of our founders from that small group of women of 37 will be at our conference. And you'll have an opportunity to connect with these women, talk to them throughout the conference, and we'll share different strategies throughout the next few minutes on how to accomplish that. So how does WIN engage women? There's many different ways that we do this. The first is our committee and leadership opportunities. Of course, our annual education conference. We have scholarship programs. We have a national industry outreach program. We have targeted, focused campaigns and programs, and of course, the Most Influential Women Award program. So we want to share a few minutes with you to talk about the committee and leadership opportunities. So really, WIN is powered by our membership volunteers. Every single person that's a member of WIN that contributes to any of our committees does this on their own time and truly are volunteers. So really the best way to expand your network and get the most out of WIN is to become part of a committee and really look at areas where you can develop your own leadership. So some of our committees include sponsorship, membership, conference, communications, scholarship, governance, industry outreach, executive, and the Most Influential Women Awards program. There's also plenty of opportunities as you expand your leadership development to consider a board of director position. So the board is always looking at the committees for talent and really using the committees as a pipeline to develop our board members and to bring new board members to the group. So if you're interested in a board position and developing your leadership opportunities, I encourage you to get involved with the committee. We wanted to share with you some of our membership trends. So you'll see throughout some of our targeted campaigns with some of the programs that we've done, we really have a drive to increase our membership and increase our awareness. So you can see the traction that we've gained from inception back in 2007. I want to talk a little bit about our scholarships. So WIN recognizes college and high school students through scholarships. We're really proud that in 2015, we gave away 8 scholarships, and 5 of those scholarship winners were able to attend conference. They were provided with business cards and an opportunity to network with other WIN members. They will tell you that it was an unforgettable experience, and you'll have a chance to meet some of those past scholarship winners and share some of the stories. And you'll also have a chance to meet our scholarship winners for 2006. Industry outreach. WIN is getting a lot of awareness in the industry. So WIN is being requested to be at many industry events. So some of the more popular industry events are NACE and SEMA, ICAR. We're at every single CIC meeting. We're very involved with CREF and the different events. And I'm pleased to say that this is the first year that we had a presence at the Northeast Trade Show. And we also sponsor some specific events. So here's some of our campaigns and programs, and you may recognize some of these. The first one we're very proud of, and that's the There's a Place for You campaign. This was a campaign that showed the many different opportunities for women in the industry. This poster that you see on the upper right-hand side features women from all aspects of the business and all aspects of the industry. So we were able to develop 1,200 posters that went out to trade schools throughout the United States. We also have a WIN brochure and other marketing materials. So when we're at these events such as NACE or the Northeast Trade Show, we're able to give away promotional items to continue to increase the awareness of WIN. We have an employment center on our website. The WIN board engages in strategic planning. So we've done that since 2009. So as the needs change and evolve with the changing dynamics of the industry, the WIN board wants to make sure that our strategic plan aligns. We shared with you the membership trends, and another campaign that we're very proud of is our All In for WIN membership drive. So the All In for WIN, we utilize a very focused and targeted marketing campaign, utilizing all of our social media platforms. And we do this at the end of the quarter, the fourth quarter of every year. And you can really see how that membership has trended. And we also do an annual sponsorship drive. And finally, Influential Women Award. This award recognizes women who have enriched the collision repair industry with leadership, vision, and their commitment to excellence. So this award was established in 1999 by AkzoNobel and acquired by Win in 2013. And since 1999, over 80 women have been recognized for their professional accomplishments and giving back to their communities. And over 30 of the MIW recipients are currently or have previously been members of WIN. So we're going to jump right into the Power of the Past and Force of the Future, highlighting our 10th annual educational conference. So before we get started, I just want to address the biggest question that we get when it comes to the conference, and that is, what is the attire? And really what we say is it's more about the person and not the package. And the goal is for you to be open and engaged, and we want you to be comfortable doing that. So that could be casual, it could be business casual, business, or something in between. But really the goal is to be comfortable. And I would say that most participants typically will be business casual, but again, we want you to be comfortable. So we anticipate about 200 WIN members to attend. 95% of that will be women. We do have some males that attend our conference. And because we have a large number of attendees that we're anticipating, it's important that you bring plenty of business cards. So day one, it starts out on Monday, May 2nd. So many people will travel in either Sunday night or Monday morning. The actual conference itself opens at 2 o'clock with general session. However, registration is Monday morning. So you pick up your registration materials that will have your badge and some different information about what to expect over the next few days. It will also indicate what you've signed up for. So when you've signed up for conference, there were certain questions that relate to your breakout session or your orientation. So some of that will be on there. We are very pleased to say that this is the first year that we're going to be doing a WIN new member orientation session. And it's not exclusive for new members. This may be for members that want to attend that maybe haven't been to conference for a while, or people that just want to understand how to make the most out of my conference experience. So we're going to be running 3 sessions just prior to conference start. So it'll be 1 o'clock, 1:15, and 1:30. And then again, general sessions at 2 o'clock. At the same time that the orientation sessions are going on, we're also going to be hosting a welcome reception from 1 to 2 o'clock. Again, we wanted to keep the orientation session short, so you have that time to be welcomed and mingle and meet different people prior to conference starting. So general session will start at 2 o'clock, and we'll hear from our WIN chair, Denise Casperson. And when she's finished, we're going to hear from Susan Lombardo from Enterprise, talking about winning in the past and winning in the future. We're going to have a break from 3:45 to 4 o'clock. And one of the things that we want to encourage you to do is try to avoid the urge to check your emails and check your messages and truly use this time to engage and meet new members. We're all busy and the phones don't stop and the emails don't stop, but we really encourage you to use this break time to be engaged with other members. Perhaps set a goal of meeting 25 new people a day. I know that those are some of the things that when I attended my first conference, I walked in and I didn't know a soul. And walking into a room of women, I set some goals for myself and I walked away with a network of people that really have helped me both professionally and personally. So I encourage you to do that. So after the break, we'll hear from Kristen Felder from Engage Target Media from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then we're going to have a welcome reception and networking. And this is where we're going to have an opportunity to meet some of our founders. So we're going to have a short ceremony that honors our founders, and they're going to spend that time, networking with us as well. So I encourage you to keep your name tag open, reach out to people, introduce yourself, and really make the most of your conference. So day 2 is going to kick off with our WIN Scholarship Walk that starts at 7:30. So again, as some of you have pre-registered for conference, you had an opportunity to sign up for the scholarship walk. It's $25. This is an area where I encourage you, if you want to participate in the walk, to bring sneakers and shorts and a t-shirt or some of the gym attire that you would wear if you were going for a walk. This is a great opportunity, again, to network. The $25 that we are asking for to sign up goes to the scholarship committee and our different scholarship winners and supports the program. So if you haven't signed up already, you'll have an opportunity to sign up at conference. The other thing we want to say is we're very excited about having conference t-shirts. So there was a message that went out that you were able to order your t-shirts. Unfortunately, the deadline was Friday to order them, or else they wouldn't ship in time for conference. But I just heard from our Melissa Miller that she's going to have about 25 t-shirts with her that we're selling for $10. So if you are interested in getting a conference t-shirt, we will have those at conference, but it's going to be on a first come, first serve. So again, we'll have limited quantity, 25 t-shirts for $10. After the scholarship walk, we'll have a break from 8:30 to 9:30 to have breakfast, to network, to freshen up, whatever it is. And then I'm really excited about this. We have our keynote speaker starting promptly at 9:30, Shannon Miller. She is going to be speaking about the gold medal mindset. And I don't know about you, but I remember watching her compete in the Olympics, so I am really excited to hear her speak. After Shannon Miller, we'll have a networking break, again from 11 to 11:15. And then we're going to hear from David Lohr from Elite Body Shop Solutions on mastering continuous improvement. After his session, we'll have our networking lunch, and then we're going to hear from our WIN founders. Denise Casperson, our WIN chair, is going to be moderating a panel from 1:30 to 2:45, and we're going to have an opportunity to hear from them. They're going to answer some questions. We could hear about the vision for WIN and really what they see today. So we're pretty excited about that. After that, we'll have another break from 2:45 to 3. And then we'll continue after the break with our breakout workshop. So we're offering 3 different workshops. You have a choice of 2. Again, you would have pre-registered for this when you signed up for conference. So we have Jeff Peavy, that's presenting the history and evolution of training in the collision repair industry. We have David Lohr talking about the secret to success in dealing with fear. And then we have Colette Bruce talking about what can a body shop do today to get ready for an audit and how can you be OSHA ready. So those sessions will end at 4:45. And then we'll have a break to get ready for the Most Influential Women Award Ceremony, the WIN recognitions, and the gala dinner. So that'll be from 6 to 9. Now there's a couple of things that we want to share with you. The gala dinner is a heavy hors d'oeuvres. It's not a sit-down dinner. So we just want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. So it starts at 6 o'clock, and there'll be an area for all of us to have our reception, to network, and then I believe that the doors open at 7 o'clock to go into the program. So when we go in for the actual ceremony, it is not a sit-down dinner. So just want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. When we gather together at 6 o'clock, that will be our time. There's plenty of food.
And Michelle, just maybe give everybody, an idea what people are dressed like for that.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so the gala, the MIW award ceremony is dressy. Folks dress up. Gentlemen that attend will have a jacket and a tie. Women will dress up in a nice semi-formal type gown, not gown, but a semi-formal type attire. So it's an opportunity for us to, really celebrate some of our WIN recognition. So our final day, we have breakfast and networking that starts at 7:30. We're going to hear from Karen Fierce about lessons learned on my journey to and through the collision repair industry. So that'll take place from 8:30 to 9:30. And Karen is on the bottom left-hand side. We'll have a break after Karen's presentation, and then we'll hear from Lori Altman from 3M. She's in the center pictures. She's going to talk about what's next from the eyes of an industry leader. Then we're going to hear from Mark Claypool, and he's going to talk about lions and tigers and millennials, oh my. So looking forward to hearing from him. So we're going to have our closing general session at 11:30, and the conference will end at 12 o'clock. So once the conference ends, then you'll be on your own for lunch. So a couple things to remember. What you can do prior to conference, update and create a profile on the womensindusтрynetwork.com. We're encouraging you not only to create a profile, but upload a picture. Because the more that people can see, what you look like beforehand, and you can go on the website and look at what other people look like, it will help with the whole experience. Bring plenty of business cards. And again, typically most people dress business casual. The gala dinner is dressy, but just make sure that you're comfortable. So registration, if you haven't registered, is $450 for WIN members and $650 for non-members. Membership is $75 per calendar year, and the conference registration closes on April 25th. So if you haven't booked, we encourage you to do so, or if you know of somebody that wants to attend, please pass the word on and book your hotel and airfare. So the hotel does have a fee-based shuttle service to and from the airport, so it's real easy to get around. And again, the WIN conference t-shirt and other WINwear is on our website. So if you go on our website, you'll see a tab for WINwear. You can order WIN items. They will not ship in time for conference, but you certainly can order them. And again, know that there's going to be about 25 t-shirts available to buy for $10 at the conference. So we're going to open it up for any questions.
While we're waiting to see if anyone has any questions, just to add, I just did confirm that the registration on Monday morning will be open starting at 11 a.m. So people can start picking up their registration packet starting at 11 on Monday. And then someone is, Rico is asking, how do I sign up for the shuttle to and from the airport? I believe there's actually a phone number that you call directly once you land. I saw that information somewhere. Let me find it real quick. Yes, and I'll type it into the chat window so everyone has it. But there is it's called Blue One Transportation, and there's a phone number that you call just when you land and are walking off your plane. The pricing is $13 for a single passenger or $11 per passenger for two or more. So I'm going to type the phone number information for that in the chat window so everyone has that. Any other questions?
Great question. Marian Rodriguez took our headshots last year at conference. So I'm going to have to find out because that was a great way to use that as a profile picture. So I will find that out from Marian and see how we access headshots, and then we'll, as a follow-up to this, get that information out to you.
Michelle, maybe just give it just a quick, your personal experience as far as, you've been a WIN conference attendee, your first time, and then really what you've gotten out of it over the years.
In Arizona in 2007, and I didn't know, I may have known about 3 people prior to going. But I went as a sole person from my company back then. So I didn't walk in with anyone that I knew. So it could be a little overwhelming when you walk in, but I was ready to go. I had my business cards, I had my name tag ready, and like I said, my goal was to meet 25 new people. So by the end of conference, I walked away, with all these new relationships. And I can tell you from experience, the WIN conference really is a place where relationships are built. And those relationships will enrich your life on a professional and personal level. But what's important to remember is you're really going to get out what you put into it. So I encourage you to push outside your comfort zone and really, attend the orientation session from the beginning, because there's your start. Right at 1 o'clock, before you even, go into opening session, you're going to be with other people in your orientation group. So you're already starting out with making connections, because that's really the best way.
And I'll just add to that. My first conference was also 2007 in Arizona, and again, I was the only person from my company. I knew, I think, one person, the person that had invited me, and like you said, it was a little overwhelming to walk into this room and not know anyone. But what instantly became apparent was everyone felt similarly. But everyone was very welcoming and encouraging, and it was not. It did not feel difficult to sit down at a table with 9 or 8 other women that I didn't know. As soon as I did that, everyone was just welcoming, encouraging, and I walked away again with many contacts and people who have been mentors, people who've been friends, people who've been colleagues for the last 10 years, because just from that first conference. And I would say it's been the same at every conference that I've been to. So we have a question on how do we decide on the location for the convention each year? Michelle and E.
Yeah, so what we try to do is we try to do a tier 2 city, so we try to keep the travel costs down, and we've done a pretty good job of rotating. So if we have a conference that's on the West Coast, we will typically try to have it on the East Coast the following year. So this way we're not catering to one section of the country, if you will. At times we've had them in Dallas, so somewhere in the middle. So we try to really make it to where our membership has access, and they don't have to fly across the country, 2 or 3 years in a row. So we try to balance that out. Does that answer your question?
I'd also add that we, at the end of conference, the conference committee sends out a survey, and that question is on there. Where would you want to see a WIN conference? So you have the ability to give your feedback as well as of locations that you would like to see.
Yeah, thank you, Mary, and Petra for chiming in as well. And you'll hear about where our next conference is at the close.
Okay, Michelle, if you don't have anything else, I think we can wrap it up. I did send everybody a post there on the phone number for the transportation, Blue One Transportation, 813-333-3598. Again, and you just call that number when you land and are getting off your plane, and let them know that you need a pickup and you're going to the Hilton downtown Tampa. Okay, thank you, Michelle, for guiding us through that, and we will actually post a recording link and send that out to everyone. So thank you for joining us. Hope you came away with a good idea of how the WIN conference flows and answered any questions that you had. And we hope we're really excited to be there. It's going to be a great time. It always is. I know I'm very excited. If you haven't registered yet, make sure you do that before the 25th. That's the last day to register. And please share and invite any of your colleagues or associates that you think would benefit from this unique experience. It really is a unique industry experience to be at a conference that's 95 or more % women. This is the only place that happens. So again, thank you all, and have a great day.
Mary, thanks, guys.
Thank you.